Hello everyone and welcome back to IMRT Reviews. I'm RT and today we are doing a non-spoiler review of Resident Alien. We're back in the usual backdrop today and I'm super excited to review this show. So let's get straight into it. So the show stars Alan Tudyk as an alien who's crash landed on Earth and has to blend in as a human to not be discovered. So Alan Tudyk is an actor who I've loved ever since I watched Firefly, and I can honestly say that I could not imagine another actor in this role. He does such a good job with it and it was literally made for him. The facial expressions he has to pull off in order to look like an alien posing as a human are remarkable, and the more serious parts of the character's development he pulls off extremely well as well. He does an absolute job with the role. The first 3 episodes really take advantage of how funny he naturally is, as it's mostly about him settling down in the local town and trying to blend in as a human, which leads to some exceptionally funny moments as there's lots of different scenarios that they put him in. So obviously, being an alien, he doesn't understand normal social conventions and often reacts completely differently to how a normal human would react. Trey's done a really good job of using this by putting him into different scenarios with different characters and then stemming out their own subplots from this. All of the cast play off Alan extremely well, and they do a great job at making their own characters extremely interesting and important to the narrative in a show where it'd be extremely easy for us as viewers to think, I just want to see more of the alien stuff instead of the human stuff. But we want to see the human stuff because the cast does such great jobs in their own roles. Other than Alan Tudyk, the other standout actor to me was Sarah Tomko as Asta, who does an exceptionally good job at bringing the more human element to the show, really grounding it and giving us some deeper moments at times. Now, when I first watched the show, I wondered why they're spending so much time with all these other characters instead of just giving us more alien stuff with Alan Tudyk, and on second viewing I realised why. Now, this show on the surface level is a comedy, but I believe this show is a lot more layered than that, with all the subplots exploring humanity and what it means to be human, highlighting the good and sometimes the bad, which I think is extremely clever, and I absolutely loved it on second viewing. Now, it wasn't the show's fault, it took 2 viewings for me to realise this, as the first time round I was just being extremely impatient, wanting more Alan Tudyk as the alien, because he was just so great in the role, which is credit to him and the show, but also bad on me for not realising how good the rest of the show was until second viewing. And the show's cleverness doesn't stop there, as they have Harry the alien in all these different situations and subplots, and he begins his own journey of human and self-discovery, and we join him on that, and it helps us relate to the character a lot more. As the show progresses, more sci-fi elements are added, and there's one surprise actor whom I won't spoil, where I was like, oh my god, that's so-and-so, which was really cool. And there are lots of X-File elements that I really enjoyed as an X-File fan as well. The makeup for the alien is extremely good, and the design equally so. The only downside to the alien side of the show was the CGI ship, because it didn't look very great. But that can be easily forgiven, as it is a low budget show, and they did do a good job at covering it up by having all the CGI ship scenes at night anyway. On occasion, some of the characters do come across a little bit cheesy, and that does lead to some of the show's tone being a little bit off, but that's like only a couple times, and that's the only other flaw I can think of when it comes to this show. The show has very little filler, which is very rare in today's world, and the show has a really nice 40-minute runtime, which I greatly appreciated, because shows just seem to be getting shorter and shorter, and I hate it. Overall, I think Resident Alien is a great show with a fantastic cast that deliver hilarious comedy and a lot of deeper moments. I won't be giving this show or any shows a rating. I'll only be saying if I recommend them or not, and I highly recommend watching Resident Alien. If you love sci-fi, you'll love it. If you loved Wash and Firefly, you'll love it. So please check it out. I'm super excited for season 2 that recently got announced, and I can't wait to see some more Resident Alien. So please let me know if you've seen it down in the comments below. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.